EDU is education, and education doesn't need to be limited by school. You're going to educate yourself all your life. And then when I was in school, I used Edmund Scientific Company, sold all kinds of stuff, lenses and lasers and all kinds of stuff. And I made my own microscope and examined the pond life from a local pond. And I made a telescope powerful enough to look at Mars pretty close, really. I swear they had seasons back then, green and red. Anyway, I did a lot of projects through that company. And so I never limited myself in what they taught me in school. Then in high school, I signed up with a electronics course, and I took that electronics course through the mail correspondence, through the mail. The only part I couldn't finish was the last 2 weeks, which was in St. Louis, Missouri, and I couldn't afford to go there. My mom did not have that much money, not even enough money for the prom. But that's all right. It's a good mom. But never limit yourself with education. I always looked for ways to further my education. And I'm a firm believer that every person you know adds to your life, educates you. You'll learn something from them. And in the working world, I never denied anybody answer to a question. If they asked me a question, I would answer it, or I would find the answer. And I always felt that I'm the one who benefited the most when somebody asked me a question. I never hid nothing. I always shared my knowledge. And that's the way to look at life. And I look at every woman I know taught me something. Even if it was, you're wrong, Marv. But I learned. That's the important thing. Education never stops. Education goes on. And even our company, they'd have extra courses to educate. One day we had this project where they were visiting, and one of the future directors come to me and says, this is just like a factory. I told him simply, you didn't see our courses. That's it. They definitely went into improving their courses for education, especially when we went into electronics. Electronic switching systems needed better education. I learned all that push-pull, whatever, all those types of commands in the software too. I worked in a test center for a while. The test center allowed us to use our knowledge to help others too. That was a good way to do it. Education is always, and when you no longer learn, you're dead. Erector sets, Lincoln logs, construction stuff, all those are educational. I believe in educational toys. I believe in educational toys like a chemical set, or an electric set, or even electronic set. You can build a radio, you can build almost anything. I believe in Radio Shack. They have a lot of good kits. And education starts early and continues all your life. Yeah, you could, if you try most things, it's an education. You don't have to like it, but you should try it. And you don't have to be good at it, but you should try. Like music, you don't have to be good at music, but when you try, you will appreciate music more, or art. You will appreciate art more. You'll appreciate what others can do more. Especially like a guy could flick through a woman's clothes, could flick her bra off. Amazing.